Hey there, friends. Nibs again, out here at the range today. Do a little bit of goofing around. It has been about a day since I got out to the range. The whole month of January, every weekend was just completely horrible weather, raining or snowing. Mostly wind was the biggest problem. Today, first weekend in February, actually, out here, and I have some pretty exciting stuff. The temperature is still not great. Very little wind though, so I figured I better get out here and do a little bit of something while I had a chance. But I got a couple of really exciting products to show you. But in this video, I'm going to be showing you the new Buck-chrony from Buck-rail. This is a collaboration that Terry's doing with Nate from down in Australia. His company's called Nate-chrony. He has his own product out. You can buy that as well. I do like the way Terry's packaged this. I'm not going to say more or less. I don't have Nate's product, so I can't really judge that. But Terry has developed a housing for the Nate-chrony chronograph that will allow us to use that with several other of the Buck-rail accessories that we've already come to know and love. So this one that Terry sent me has this adapter on the back for 1/2x20 threads, which is great for just about any air gun. And then on the front, it actually has a threaded piece there that you can take off and add baffles for his suppressor. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. So it does all come packed in a nice little cardboard box. I've already got it all out of the box, but let's talk about what you get in the box first. So obviously you get the chronograph, but you also get a very nice battery case or battery pack, USB-C battery pack, a charging cord to charge the battery up, and also a cable to connect the chronograph to the battery pack. So let's talk about the battery pack a little bit more. Like I said, it is a USB-C. You don't have to have any USB-C or USB voltage. Battery pack will work, but they do send one along with it, and it's really nice. It has this little clip on it that is really pretty neat, pretty ingenious. It has Velcro straps that you can strap it onto your tank or barrel with, but also you can take that Velcro strap off, and there's a little Picatinny piece right there, so you could mount that on a side mount pick rail that you have on your gun, or down right at the bottom there's actually inserts for M-lock rail. So very comprehensive as far as what you can do with it. We're going to install it on my Crosman Prospect here, and we're going to take a few shots with it. It all runs on an app that Nate and Buck-rail have come up with. When I connect this, it will say Buck-chrony at the top. It's the same app that Nate has for his. When you get his and connect to his, it'll say Nate-chrony at the top. So, but to start off with, I have the 1/2x20 threads on the end here, and I am left-handed, so I shoot right-handed because I'm right-eye dominant. But let me turn this down here just a little bit so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. But it does have grub screws around here, 2mm grub screws. I do have one of them tightened down, so it'll let me thread this on here. So you thread this onto your 1/2x20 threads. I think I might chase those threads out just a little bit more to make it a little bit easier to screw on and off guns. But one more turn here. There we go. So I'm not quite clocked well enough yet. So what you do is you take take your 2mm, and this top one's the one I got tightened down, snugged down just a little bit, and loosen that up, and then we'll be able to. The gun is not wanting to cooperate today. So now this back piece here is not spinning, but the chronograph is able to turn, and you really don't need to tighten too much of this up. You can just snug one of them up, and it really will just sit still. Any one of them, really. And now it's pretty well snugged up. And so let's go ahead and get our battery pack mounted up. And I was thinking I would just put this Velcro strap around the tank of the gun here. There you go. And now we take our USB-C to USB-C cable that they provide with it, plug it into the right-hand side of the crony, and plug it into the battery pack. Now there is a there it is. I couldn't see it. So there is a LED there. I don't know if you can see that right here. It shows you that it's powered up. So this gun is not too loud out here at the range. But if you were going to want to shoot this in your backyard, you could use the Buck-chrony Modular suppressor. So now this normally has a 1/2x20 thread first baffle, and you would screw that off there. And you could only use 1 or 2 baffles if you wanted, but you take off this front threaded section here, and I'll just leave it on, I guess, once I get it on there. So don't lose that piece. But now it does make a big difference, though. I mean, this gun is not terribly loud anyway, but so there we go. So now we have it makes the gun 5 miles long, but it works. So now the only thing we got left to do is get this connected to the app. And I've already had mine connected, but I deleted it. So let me start the screen capture here. And I'll show you how to do this right from the get-go. I'll put my screen capture right up here. So the first thing you want to do is and this is an iPhone. You can use this with an Android. I don't work with the Androids that much, so it may differ a little bit. But you got to go to your settings and then go to Wi-Fi, and it will show up. Maybe. There it is. Took a second for it to show up. So Crony 5254 is what you want, and you want to connect to that, and it'll connect, and then you have to go to Safari, a web browser, and we're going to start a new connection. And you need to type in the IP address of your unit, which I believe it's going to be the same for all of them, but I'm not sure. 192.168.4.1, and you hit go, and it will pop up. So I already had run a string on it, and you can see that here on the screen now. If you wanted to change that, you could do you scroll up and there's clear. You can clear that shot string. You can go to the menu. They've got different things. You can look at like a graph of your shots. You can go to setup, and this is where you would put in top line there. You'd put in the name of your gun, and then your pellet weight, and then your got pellet weight in grams. You can This thing does do voice prompt, which is really cool. I think that's really cool. I'm not sure what the other ones are there for. I'm still learning this thing, but you can select whether you want to do metric or imperial numbering. You can go to Wi-Fi setup. So if you were using this with somebody else out at the range, you might want to change your IP address so that so you don't interfere with anybody. Let's see what else you can do. Then you just hit shoot and you go back and you're ready to shoot. So if you wanted to have this set up and ready to go all the time, you go down to the bottom here and hit the little up arrow, and you do add to home screen, and now you click add to home screen, and now you'll have an icon on your desktop that you can just click and it'll pop up and come right back up with that Crony app. So let's go ahead and take some shots. I have 2 mags loaded up here. The first one is with Crosman hollow points. I don't have a downrange camera going. We're just going to be looking at this and seeing the shot counts and watching the thing. So we'll go through them pretty quickly. My tank is not fully topped off. I did shoot that string right there first, so I do have 10 shots on it, but this thing is really pretty consistent. I don't believe this is a regulated gun. I don't remember if it is or not, but let's go ahead and get started. See if make sure it'll work. Pa-ting! Now, why didn't it do the voice? Make sure turn that up so we can hear it. It's supposed to be doing the voice. 843 was the reading on it, though. All right. All right. What happened to my voice? I changed it over to just for the speed because it was playing the foot-pounds of energy too. So let's see if just making a change there. All right. Why is my why is my volume not working? Oh well, this is it's a great product, but it is this is a prototype. It literally just worked. The voice did just a minute ago. I don't know why it's not. Let me see. Oh, you know, because of this, I got the screen capture on. I bet you that, because I've done a couple of screen captures where I thought I was capturing some live video and it ended up not having any voice. So I guarantee you that's what it is. But I already cocked it. So, but I think I just double loaded it. Yep. So that one, I double loaded the gun. Ended up with 649. .842. So I'm only gonna have 9 shots now. Pa-ting. All right, one more with this, and then we'll switch over. And I have a mag loaded up with a heavier pellet. So those ones are Crosman hollow points, 14.3s. These ones are JTS dead centers. These are ones of the 21.53s. And I'm using the Maple Custom mag with that one, and that one's a 8-shot magazine. So we'll talk about that product in a couple of minutes, but that's pretty cool too. So now we want to save that, and then we'll clear that.
0.
Oh, well, now it's talking. Well, let's see if it stays talking.
709.
I don't know. I don't know why it wasn't talking before, but
706. 708.
That's pretty consistent.
708.
So I've got some spinners out at about 30 yards, and then I've got my gong out at about 45 yards.
708.
Smacking with authority.
707.
Didn't change my point of impact. So the voice prompt doesn't read the exact decimal. It actually rounds up or down to the next closest whole number.
707.
Which I guess is close enough.
707.
But there you go. That is oh, no, I guess it does. I thought I only counted 8 when I was loading it up. I guess it does hold 10.
708.
That's really good consistency. What do we got there? So you up at the top there, it shows your average and your spread and your standard deviation. So the spread on it's 3.5.
707.
And this mag has a last round hold open, so you can will actually hold it open. So, but anyway, there you go. That is the new Buck-chrony. When I received this in the mail, it was still not listed on his website. So, but he did announce this at SHOT Show, and it will be available very soon. This is the first iteration of it. The next version, which he said he'll send me that one when he does get it, Nate is developing a second version of this that will actually have speed and foot-pounds of energy, as well as have a gyro compass in there that so you'll be able to show. So if you're having problems with big deviations in your shot spread and everything, or your shot placement, it will tell you whether the gun was moving and stuff, and was off kilter and all that sort of thing. You'll see all that data on this new one. So pretty technical, but I think this is pretty awesome. And you can hear how quiet that gun is now with that suppressor on there. Pretty darn cool. It's not super loud without it. This is one of the better ones, but it does have a good bit of bark, and definitely if you were shooting it in your backyard, you would want that suppressor on there for sure. But anyway, if you're interested, down in the description, I will have a link for Buck-rail's website. If you use that link, I do get a small commission on that, just so everybody knows. I'm not touting this because I want to make money, but I've partnered up with Terry, and it's been a really great partnership over the last couple of years. So he makes some of the most innovative stuff that is being put out there in the airgun community, and he's got a lot of work. He's behind right now, so be patient with him if you do order one of these or order any of his products. A lot of the stuff is back ordered, and he is getting it out as fast as he can. But when you're popular, everybody wants your stuff. So hope you guys like the video. Till next time, have a great day.